Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This is Life After Work. My name is Margot, and this is my journey into retirement. So I'm going to kind of proceed with a little bit of a series for you guys because I keep having people ask, how did I make my choices? So my brother and I talked, and he'd given me a list of places that he was looking at and thought that I should look into them also. So he threw out there the Philippine Islands, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, um, Colombia, Peru, uh, Venezuela, not Venezuela, Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, Ecuador. Um, and then he was looking at Mexico, Belize, and a couple other Central American countries that I can't remember off the top. But he was looking into those. And so that got me thinking, because at that moment I was like hardcore looking at Portugal, because Portugal was super easy for Americans to get into if you had patience and you could wait for the whole immigration process, um, which is they're slowing it down. They're constantly like taking a step back. So that became, kind of iffy for me. Looked into Spain briefly. Spain at the time was having their own issues where they were tired of their rentals going up, the food prices going up, the tourists coming in and ruining everything. So they were protesting that in the streets, and I was like, I don't want to add to that. I don't want to be that person that drops in the middle of all of that. And now they're looking at, oh, look at the stupid American. So, and yes, that's how the world views Americans, is we're relatively stupid when it comes to European travel. Um, I did briefly look at Germany, so things like that. So with my brother's suggestions, I started looking into Southeast Asia, and the first couple of countries I looked at the Philippine Islands, um, and the Philippine Islands, while they have great food, great people, great things to see and things to do, is not for me. And I know it's not for me because it's hot, it's humid, and they have a rainy season that just is unrelenting. So I'm like not trying to do all of that. I don't like the heat, and I'm not crazy about humidity. Do we get it here in the US? Sure. We get humidity. I live on the East Coast, so of course we get humidity. Do we get heat like that? Some days, but it's not constant. So in the summer, we have anywhere from 65 degrees all the way up. I've seen it 110 degrees in the shade. So I'm not looking for any place hot. I can't do the heat. I tend to hibernate in the summer as bad as I hibernate in the winter. I'm not crazy about this cold weather that we've been having. It's been cold. It's been snowy, and it's unusual for the Mid-Atlantic states to have this, um, especially this time of year. Usually it's in the 40s, and here lately it's been like in the 20s and 30s. So I keep saying, hey, if I wanted this kind of weather, I'd have stayed in Connecticut, honestly. But I I would rather be cold than hot. Cold, I can just, put another sweater on or kick the heat up a couple of degrees or whatever to get away from the heat and the humidity. Oh Lord, even with the air conditioning going, like sometimes that air conditioner fails so hard it's not even funny. So I'm not trying to go anyplace hot. The Philippines is a great place for those of you who want to be beach bums, those of you who want to live super cheap and don't mind all the crowds in the bigger cities. That might be the place for you to go. If you don't mind the heat, the humidity, if you can stand the rain for a couple of months, then more power to you. So I looked at the Philippines briefly, like ever so briefly. I do know that to retire over there, you have to show that you have a minimum of $800 a month coming in for your pension, plus you have to deposit $10,000 in a Philippine bank. I'm not trying to let go of my money that hard. So I chose to walk away from the idea of the Philippines. My brother loves it. He's been there. He goes there on vacation briefly, spends like a week or two there, and then he comes back, and he just like he can't say enough good stuff about the Philippines. So when I looked at it and I started weighing my options and Albania popped in, I was like, this is like the perfect place for me to go. It has 4 seasons. I can go out hiking. There's a lake. I can go fishing in the lake or any of their numerous streams. Um, and I can just, if it snows, I can just stay home and watch the snow come down, which I'm actually looking forward to. Like, I honestly cannot wait until next winter and have a snowstorm so I could just sit in my window and watch it come down. And I might even buy a rocking chair just for that moment. But that's kind of where I'm at with that. Um, I'll touch base on a couple other places that we had looked at hard and the reasons why we chose not to go there. Um, a lot of it, my son was like, I don't want to learn Spanish or I don't want to learn Portuguese. Or so you chose Albania, like the hardest language on the planet to learn. So yeah, but he's doing amazingly well with it. I'm still struggling with pronunciation of few of the words that I do know. Um, but I think that once I get over there and immerse myself in the everyday activities, I can start to pick up on it better because now I'll be able to hear somebody native speakers speaking it. So that's just me. I have enjoyed um, reading about Albania immensely, and I have enjoyed the videos that others have put out about their time in Albania and the traveling around. And my hero is the YouTuber New Life in Albania. She goes hiking up in the mountains, and I'm just like, she is right now, she's living for me because that's what I want to go do. Um, I want to go hiking and I want to, excuse me, coming down with something, and I want to go and hit the beach if I want to go hit the beach. I want to be able to go, um, just hop in just hop on a bus and go check out a different town for the day just because I can. Things like that. So that's part of retirement is I will get to do stuff like that. But I also realize, everyday life goes on. I'm still going to need to do groceries. I'm still going to need to pay bills. And I'm still going to need to have, everyday life, house cleaning, dishwashing, laundry, things like that. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. I am going to get over there and just keep living the way I want to live. Um, Other things that have drawn me into Albania is the grapes. Like everybody has a grapevine in their yard. I like to make homemade wine, and so I feel like Albania is my spirit country because I can go over there and potentially have a house with grapevines that I can make wine with, and fruit trees and citrus trees. And I don't know if I'm going to live far enough south for a citrus tree, but the idea of being able to grow olives or lemons in my backyard, like that just excited me. And I look at like the Philippines and I couldn't come up with anything that grows there that excited me. I mean, like they have mangoes and I'm pretty sure they grow durian and things like that. And it's just not the same for me, like not the same excitement. When I see things about Albania or I start to read things about Albania, I get all excited and like, I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to go experience that. And when I read about the PI, I'm just like, okay, have fun. It's all you. So that's kind of how I feel. That's kind of how I came to the conclusion that the Philippine Islands are not for me, but they might be perfect for you. So look into them and do your research and don't just pick that one country. I'm talking do research on multiple countries because you might think the PI is perfect, but go a little further over and Thailand might be even better for you. So just kind of keep that in mind. I have my plan A, but I also have a plan B in case plan A doesn't work out. And I won't lie to you, I make it over there and absolutely cannot assimilate. So I may need to go somewhere else. I may need to go to a Spanish speaking country where I have a basic Spanish knowledge, something like that. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that it's all going to be glitter and glam. There's going to be real days. There's going to be days where I just want to give it all up, get on a plane, go back to America, as bad as it is over here, because it's familiar. If I give myself some time and if I keep remembering to breathe and I slow down and I don't jump into things just because, it's all going to be good. It's really all going to be good. Um, and I know that. I just have to remember that. And you guys may have to remind me of that, 6 months from now when I'm just having a stress moment. And we all have those stress moments. So I will keep going. Next week, I will present a whole nother why did I choose Albania over wherever, and then I'll tell you why we chose our plan B. Um, so I'm going to end it here. Hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell because it'll tell you whenever I post another video about why I didn't choose that place over Albania. So you might want to follow that one. Everybody have a great night. I'm getting off of here. It's time for me to hit the hay. I do have tomorrow off, so I don't have to get up early to go to work. But damn, I just want to relax. I have laundry in the dryer, so if that's done, it just needs to get folded and brought upstairs, and I can spend the rest of the day. I got a sweater I need to finish putting together so that I can wear it on the plane. It's the idea. I'm going to wear it on the plane. And then I had to get measurements for my dog's crate so that I could reserve him a spot on the plane. And I have no idea how big, what is 40 inches in centimeters? And just in case y'all need to know, it's roughly 22.92 centimeters is 40 inches. So how I need to learn how to convert or just start using centimeters and weigh everything in kilos and grams and all of that. So yeah, it's going to be difficult, but I've done it before. So maybe I'll pick it right back up. We'll see. Because I spent a lot of time when I came back to the US not being able to get anything in pounds and ounces. I forgot how to buy it like that. So everything, I spent 4 years, everything was metric in Germany, everything. So that's kind of where this is. And I hope you guys continue to watch. And I hope that those of you who just kind of fell in, kind of stick with it and see where this goes. Have a great night. Hit the like and subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.